Hello and welcome to the CNBC TV18 special from the CNBC TV18 Motilal Oswal studios. As markets continue to remain under pressure, the question most asked nowadays is, are we there yet? Are we at the bottom or close to this sell-off ending? And the sell-off has been quite painful. While the Nifty has lost about 16% in value from all-time highs, the small cap and the mid-cap indices have lost 25% and 21% respectively. While the market peaked in late September last year, the real vicious turn in sentiment firmly to the downside is only about 45 to 60 days old. Is it just a plain vanilla correction after a few years of absolutely go-go fantastic markets, or is there some deeper underlying malaise at play here?
And to help us with answers, we have with us in the studio Raamdeo Agrawal, who will be our guest editor for the hour. While we will ask him for his own thoughts on the markets from here on, we will also bring in some other top-notch voices on the show. The big fancied sector of the past few years has been the capital market plays. It's been one of Raamdeo Agrawal's favorite sectors as well. So how will capital market businesses fare in this downturn? Navneet Munot, boss at HDFC Mutual Fund, will join in to answer those questions. The other area that we will touch upon in the next 1 hour is pharmaceutical, with Trump hinting at tariffs on pharma. How is the sector placed? We will be joined by Lupin's Ramesh Swaminathan to discuss all this.
Well, let's get the ball rolling then. Raamdeo ji, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And always good to see you. Reassuring, and to our viewers as well, right?
Yeah.
Who always see you as someone who has seen lots of markets, lots of cycles, and
Yes.
I mean, they learn from you.
Yeah.
मुझे याद है हम 2 हफ्ते पहले हमारी बात हुई थी, आप बोल रहे थे जब पार्टी चलती है तो चलती रहती है, जब बंद हो जाती है then it is to restart it becomes very difficult.
टाइम लगता है.
So अभी कब कितनी देर बंद रहेगी पार्टी और पेन कितना है यहाँ पे?
या प्रशांत, ये थोड़ा अनयूजुअल टाइम है. हर समय every time it is a new story. That's the beauty of the market. Like 92 was the first shocker we had. First there was a upward move of 7x in 19 months, and then collapse, vertical collapse from 4,200 to 24, 2,500. And the market started moving from 700 to 4,200. Unprecedented in 19 months. So stories are always different. It was not backed up by earnings. It was just some kind of liquidity flow. 2000 Y2K boom. It was sectoral move, big time. Again it crashed by 50-60%. 2008 was again GFC crisis, the same. 2003, 2008 build up and then crash. And every time the earnings are broken. This time the market has moved from 500 rupees EPS to 1000 rupees EPS for Nifty, and market extended from say 8,000 at the bottom to 24, 25,000. So it went 3x. Earnings went double. So obviously market got re-rated big time. Now we are correcting that re-rating because earnings profile is slowed down, but it is not broken. I mean, last year, the current year, the earnings are going to grow at about 5-6%. And there is obvious reason for credit slowdown, economic slowdown. Every aspect of tightening by the regulators have happened. And now, and there was the election, so there's a delay in the government expenditure and all. So all of this have passed. I mean, this is the year of actually all kinds of difficulties, I would say, in economy. And despite that, we are doing 6.5%. Don't forget that. And now we are exiting probably March quarter with closer to maybe 7.5%, 8%. Let's see what comes. So I think we have set the mood. One correction is done. The P multiple, which was at 23, 24, that has come down to less than 20. And it is below 10 years average. So nothing stops at the average. It overshoots a little bit. So that is what is on now. If market corrects further from here, it is overshooting downside. Okay. So that's what we are in right now. How long it is? See, as you said, the all-time high was in September. It is not even 6 months that market is correcting. So after 4 years of relentless rally, if we are there for 6 months out here, last year we made 50% in the market, broad market I'm saying, and we have lost say 20-25%. So I think it is painful. I understand it is painful to me also, but it is very, very logical. I mean, it's a proper healthy correction. If indices in small and mid had gone up by say 70-80%, it is there fallen by 25-30%. And whose portfolio has done 70-80%, they've also fallen by 35-40%. So excesses in the market was very clearly visible. And regulator, government, worldwide investors, everybody was uncomfortable. So this is a very healthy correction. And now next year, earnings will pick up from 1,050 to maybe 1,150 or 1,200, whatever. And your IPO markets are now shut, almost like frozen. So one by one, right things are happening. Credit flow is improving. Government expenditure is picking up. So I think all the things are falling in place, and correction has also happened.
So just to complete that point, Nifty, anything more now is overshooting on the downside. Valuation-wise.
I mean, I'm just looking at the averages.
What about?
I don't look at the forward, nobody knows. We look at the last 10 years.
10 years.
Last 10 years, average about 20, 21, 20, half P multiple. Now it is sub 20. So, yes, can it go another percent, another one? It can. Overshooting can happen, yeah.
What about mid and small caps? Because there, Gautam Dugar from your team was with us, I think the previous Monday, and he was telling us mid caps trade at a certain discount to Nifty, small cap index discount to Nifty, and I mean, there the gaps. These are numbers as of last Friday, last Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you see today in your money control, you can go and see 5-year, index performance. So index performance for Nifty is about 95-96% up on a 5-year basis. On same 5-year basis, mid cap is up 177-180%. So the gap is too much. If it was at about 100, 110, that I understand. So that excess gain, either large cap has to catch up to match mid cap, or mid cap has to keep correcting, time-wise or actual downfall. So I think the divergence between mid and small is too high. Let's see how the market does. Maybe mid will keep correcting and large will make a move, or large will make a move but mid will stay there, and then it will catch up. So market does its own stuff. I think most important thing is now, don't wait for because we are closer to the bottom. Now, whether it is 1,000 points away, 500 points, I have no idea. And let me tell you, nobody has any idea. Okay. I have seen best of the chartists and all telling me, they're all eating their own stuff. So what I'm saying is, now this is a time, stocks are making bottoms. All the stocks will not make bottoms on the same day. Okay. So if you like certain stock, and that stock is available at your dreamy price, and it has gone below that, don't hesitate, start moving into the market. That would be my suggestion.
So tell us, if all stocks do not make a bottom at the same time, but some stocks today are perhaps at their bottom.
Yes.
Tell us, where is it that you see value right now?
That, I'm not at liberty to talk about the stocks. I do have some stocks in mind, but better we don't talk about it, because I have an AMC and people are buying, selling and things like that. So, but it is very interesting. You see what the AMC managers are doing, and what stocks they are picking. You can see daily in your screen. So yes, there are stocks which are making bottom. They're holding rock solid at the bottom, And
what about quick commerce companies? You've spoken about it in the past, about the structural opportunities, the hype cycle in companies. So Zomato at 220, or a Swiggy at about 300 rupees. How do you feel about them?
Yeah, so that is one sector which is holding out very well. If you see, because see, what is happening is, while price is where it is, it might have fallen 20-30% from the top, they are increasing value at very rapid pace. Price is here, okay, it has come down from here, but value is increasing very rapidly. So it is quite possible if it stays here for 3-4 months. See, if you are talking about investing, it's not about picking the absolute bottom prices. It's about buying at fair prices. Okay, are you buying a company which is growing at 50-60% at a fair valuation? My sense is that is one sector where there is momentum, and momentum will pick up further, and it will become very interesting. There are not some 10-20 players. There are only 2-3 players, and others will find it difficult to enter. Of course, others will try as the pie becomes big.
Fair value for a quick commerce company?
I would think it's fair value. It is stabilized in the sense that, see, nobody can say that 5% can move down from here. It can, but we are closer to the bottom, I'm saying.
Nobody rings a bell at the top or the bottom.
It's completely for fraudsters, I'm telling you.
And by the way, you own all three in that space. So
you leave aside.
So you got full exposure in that sense, and you believe in that space. Other areas where you think, your own business, capital marketplace, and Navneet will join us in a bit from now.
Yes, he will talk about.
You've been a big champion of this space. You think?
I still see. My sense is, the story has changed for India and for the Indian businesses, Indian stock market. It's different. We are talking about 190 million demat accounts. Still in this down market also, we're getting 2.5-3 million. You imagine if we are in the down, we are getting 2.5 million customers. What will happen when the market actually picks up again? Again, it will go to 4.5. So what I'm saying is this is relentless expansion of the market. You saw one of the hottest IPO markets. Right now it is shut. I mean, like it's slight a bit of a slowdown is there. It will again come back. So market, there was see what happened was when this money started flowing, almost 1 lakh crore per month, maybe 80,000. There was no supply of paper. IPO, there were no bankers. IPO market was shut. FIs were also, they were not selling initially. So the only FI supply was there. Everywhere else there was a demand. And then supply started 1.5 years back, 1 year back, IPO market, the QIPs, the promoters, everybody started selling. And now everything is stopping. There is no QIP, there is no IPO, there is no promoter selling that much. Okay, you will see a situation in 2-3 months' time when promoters will actually come to buy because they are the guys who are the smartest. They know the value of the company.
Correct.
So when the promoter starts buying, so actually you got seeing that selectively in the companies, promoters will start buying. And those are companies to track.
Next 2 to 3 months, that your sense is that will start to happen.
Even from today, it will start happening.
So you're saying the baseline for the market has shifted. I mean, basically,
so
it's a different market with
It is a much bigger game now.
Yeah.
200 million demat accounts going to 300 million in next 1 or 2 years. It's a much bigger game. So, the irrationality which was there, where because of lack of supply, the irrationality in terms of pushing the stock price of multiples to 70, 80, 100, irrespective, that was wrong. So that will correct. Even that is behind, I'm telling you. It will correct. What has to be corrected will get corrected. I mean, whether it is called mid cap or large cap or small cap, doesn't matter. What has to be corrected will get corrected. And what has to move up will also move up. So there will be divergence of performing stocks and non-performing stocks.
But just give us your own perspective on what's happening, because Nitin Kamath of Zerodha tweeted some time back that volumes are down nearly 30%, and it's the first time in the last 15 years that their business has degrown. So from your perspective, tell us what's happening just right now.
Yeah, so see, capital market is as the sentiments gets hurt in last 5-6 months, there is a decline, there are restrictive, say like from daily F&O, now you come to weekly expiry. So obviously there is a almost 30-40% decline in the overall F&O volume. So we got expanded too much. Between 21 and 24, we got expanded too much, and then the regulator got scared and they said, we want to contain it. And that's what they did. And effect of that is visible. I mean, Nitin of course knows the books. So that's what is happening in broking, that's what is happening in slowdown in. Now AMC flow was very good till last month. This month, I think there is it is slower. It is somewhat slower. But are we done with that? I mean, that just 2 months is not the history nor the future. So I think IPO market will come back, your private equity will come back, your public markets will come back. Everything, once your correction is over, see, it has fallen very smoothly so far. It will recover very smoothly. So IPO markets will open up. In IPO also, all Tom, Dick and Harry, they were thinking of going public.
All that will get
That will also
out.
stop.
Yeah.
So a lot of irrationality which was there prevailing just before this correction. That will be, the correction is the biggest what you call medicine for all the excesses. But nobody likes it.
Absolutely. Just to end this segment, and then we'll bring in Navneet here.
Yeah.
No, you're not seeing any sort of deeper sort of slowdown, structural slowdown or anything of that sort, right? I mean, it was just a cyclical kind of a slowdown, which should get fixed with government and RBI both kind of loosening a little bit. That's the view?
Governments want Viksit Bharat by 2047. So they want to grow at 8% real. And we are still at 6.5, 7. So, I mean, left, right, we went a little slower. They thought that we are going too fast, so they slowed it down. Now again, they'll get back to the track. So if we keep growing at about 7%, I am reasonably sure that corporate earnings will grow at about 11, 12, 13%. And my multiple is already reduced. So for me, at a market level, anywhere between 12 to 15% growth at index level, that looks to be possible in next 4-5 years from here.
Got it. Absolutely. What we'll do, Raamdeo, is stay with us. You are our market editor, guest editor for the hour. Yeah. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here. Navneet Munot, MD and CEO at HDFC AMC, has been listening in. Now we'll go straight to him after this quick break. And it's going to be one-on-one, Raamdeo ji and Navneet on the other side. Stay tuned.